Hey guys, this is Kara Rucker with KETK coming to you through Facebook Live. I am out here in Kilgore right now in a neighborhood right off of County Line Road. This is a little subdivision out here where a lot of those high winds had come through and caused quite a bit of damage. So I wanted to just kind of show you what it is that we're seeing out here this afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and just kind of walk you through this neighborhood where we're seeing quite a bit of damage. So let me turn it around here. That's our photographer, Chris, getting some video of the damage. We're going to have the full story in our newscast at 10 o'clock tonight, but I do just want to show you some of the damage real fast. You can see part of this wall right here that was knocked off because of the high winds. You see the debris on the roof right here. You also see the large limbs that had fallen off on the roof. So a lot of damage coming from last night's storm right here in this neighborhood. You can see the debris all over the yards out here. And then you can see where the trees had snapped up here. I'm just trying to get you a good look right there. Okay, so the damage just goes on and on. You can see crews have really been out here working hard. I mean, we've talked to several different people and they started early this morning. The roadways they already have cleared, which is fantastic news because sometimes it just takes a long time in these recovery efforts, but people have really been hard at work. I'm going to go ahead and show you over here too where some of these trees had uprooted. There was a massive tree that I just passed in this neighborhood, and I'll be sure to post a photo of that so you can see, because that one, I'm just so shocked that it had ended up coming down. So here's just one example of a tree that uprooted. Again, crews are doing such a good job out here just cleaning up the mess out here. So Carol, I know that you just asked me where this is at. This is in a neighborhood right off of County Line Road. So it's in Kilgore. I'm not sure if you're familiar with County Line Road, but that's what it's called. And then it's a subdivision back there. I'm trying to keep the camera still. A cool front really came through, so it's cold out here. So I'm trying to keep a steady hand for you. I also want to show you this house right here. You see where that big blue tarp is, and that's where there's a huge hole inside of this house. And I talked to another neighbor who had talked to the lady who lives here, and she said that it was very scary hearing all of that wind last night and having that roof come off. Let me see if this zooms in. I don't think I can get it to zoom, but in the bushes right there, I don't know if you can kind of see, but there's debris from that roof that had fallen off. Again, you see the workers hard at work right there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you around because we're not even close to being done. There's still no power in this neighborhood as well. I talked to some of the neighbors and they said that the power is still off over here. I'm not sure if you can see the power lines that are coming off. You see them on the fence right there that's coming off. Even up here. Oh, okay, I can zoom a little bit. So you can see where the power lines had snapped and they've come down. You see it on the fence right there, and then it goes into the driveway. Really not good to see this, so I'm hoping that crews will be able to pick that up pretty soon. Let me keep on walking this way. I'm trying to zoom back out real fast. My fingers are kind of numb just because it is really cold out here and the wind hasn't really let up much at all. So let me go ahead and walk around this way. You see more of the trees right here that had uprooted. And then just some of the debris that they're already stacking along the roadside. Now the good news is I saw from one of the Kilgore officials' Facebook pages, they said that if you do have any debris, as long as you cut it up like this and you put it out beside the road, they're gonna have a pickup service come, I believe on Monday, to help people out. So Suzanne, I see that you're asking if it was a tornado, and we don't have any confirmation of that. We're thinking that it's just really high winds. That's what we're getting from the National Weather Service this morning. So we don't believe it was a tornado, but we do think that maybe a crew might come out to see some of this damage done. So again, I'm just gonna kind of take you around this side of the neighborhood so you can see this tree that had fallen. There's quite a few of them on this side. Hi there. Again, just a lot of people coming together in this community to help out, which is really good to see when I was talking to other people. Goodness, I cannot zoom out of this video. So let me try to come out. Joe, I know that you're asking about injuries. I don't believe there's any injuries in this part right here, but we are working out in Nacogdoches. We have our reporter Matt out there because there was a fatality in last night's storm, just not in Kilgore. That happened out in Nacogdoches last night. Kenny, you're asking where in Kilgore? My best answer for you is it's right off of County Line Road in Kilgore. This is like a little subdivision back there. So what you're seeing right here is a little travel trailer that was completely smashed by trees that had fallen on top of it. And I mean, it's unrecognizable. It's just horrible damage. The family had actually just pulled up, so I'm gonna go talk to them in a second if they're still there, just to try to get some more information. When I have talked to people, they said, seriously, it was so loud last night. They were scared. They didn't know if it was a tornado or not just because of the powerful winds that they were seeing and hearing. So again, this is a massive tree that had uprooted. I'm gonna try to come around right here so you can see. Let me come on this side. So yeah, I see that quite a bit of y'all are watching again. So just to repeat some of the information for y'all, this is a neighborhood out in Kilgore off of County Line Road where I'm showing you some of the damage that was done. Huge trees that uprooted last night because of very powerful winds that we were seeing and hearing. And there's quite a bit of damage to people's roofs. You can see some of the shingles out here as well that have just blown off from people's roofs. But there are quite a bit of roofing companies out here. I'm actually going to go interview somebody that works for a roofing company here in a second. I had ran into him on my way into this neighborhood. So he's very busy because he has a lot of calls that he's working on. You see another tree on that side that had uprooted as well. Let me just come again on this side so you can see. Now, some places are okay. I mean, you see right here, the roads are pretty clean. So they didn't get hit as bad. And then on the other side of this neighborhood, there wasn't as much damage too. There were a few trees that were down, but nothing like what we're seeing out here right now. So again, I wanted to just kind of show you, this is some of the worst damage that I've seen so far. Again, this is a travel trailer that had smashed in because of that large tree that I was showing you a second ago where it had uprooted. This is some of the damage done there. Now, as you can see, it is cut at the very top. So crews have already worked out here to clear the roads so cars can get through. I mean, seriously, I am so impressed by the crews that have been out here working. And then I'll just show you again one of the trees that had uprooted to show you the size of it. That's Chris. Chris, thank you so much. He's working so hard and we appreciate him. So again, I just wanted to show you some of the sizes of these trees that had ended up coming up last night. Okay, y'all, there's a lot of work that we have to get done. I just wanted to show you just a little snippet of what we're looking at as far as the repercussions of the storm last night. So that's just a little look, again, just a little neighborhood in Kilgore. We're also gonna make our way out to Meadow Green because a roof had come off of apartments out there. So we'll be gathering all this footage, talking to people, getting some interviews, and we're gonna have the full story for you tonight at 10, so please stay tuned for that. Thank y'all.